FRM10 News with Rosie Velasquez and Jalen Collado, Donnie the Duke McPhee, Jammin' Jeff Barrera, Lenitza Lopez, Alexa Garcia, featuring Devin Pitchnog and Carter Alvarez, along with Eva Carrias and Jarali Macardo. This is the FRM10 News Team.
Welcome to FRM10. I'm your co-host, Rosie Velasquez.
And I'm also your co-host, Jalen Collado. FRM10 is a Frost Middle School news broadcast produced by the Frost Video Club's teachers and students.
The Frost Video Club will produce FRM10 episodes every 4 to 6 weeks or so. The broadcasts will feature stories and happenings from around the Frost Middle School. For our first story, let's hand it over to Alexa Garcia at the FRM News Desk. Take it away, Alexa.
Thanks, Rosie. Our first story impacts all of our 8th graders in their search for a high school to attend next year. The Frost Middle School works together with Ms. Spinelli and the 8th graders to sponsor the high school fair every fall. Many of our local high schools send representatives to provide information and answer questions for the 8th graders and their families. FRM10 Special Correspondent Devin Pitchnog has the report.
Hello there, Devin Pitchnog reporting from the Frost Middle School. Major news happening as the high school fair is taking place Thursday, October 17. We are going to talk to some 8th graders before and after the big night. Let's see what they have to say. I'm here with 8th grade counselor, Ms. Spinelli. What were the benefits of the high school fair?
Well, that's a really great question, Devin. One of the main benefits to having the high school fair here at the Frost campus is so that parents and students can get an idea of some of the area high schools that are available in and around Lawrence. It's not just the local high schools, but we actually had a high school come in from Lowell, and parents and students have the opportunity to hear what those schools have to offer. Additionally, we offer a chance for the parents and the kids to have a meet and greet with their grade 8 teachers. And as you know, grade 8 is a very, very important time for our students because they're making that transition to the next step in high school. So we invited 6 schools. It went very well. We had 100% attendance. Teachers were pleased, parents were pleased, and the students, I think, got a lot out of it. So I'd like to have an opportunity to pass the microphone to some of the students and hear what they have to say about the fair.
So I liked the fair, and it was very beneficial because we learned about schools that maybe we didn't know about and different schools that we can see if we would like.
The high school fair night was very beneficial because I didn't know very much about Abbott, although they did reach out to me. I didn't know a lot about it, so I got a nice introduction to what Abbott was about.
The high school fair was beneficial to me because I got to see some schools that I didn't even expect that I would be applying to, and it really helped me find out where I really wanted to go for high school.
The high school fair was beneficial to me because I saw a lot of the students that were actually attending the school, and it helped me relate to what they were going through because of the application process that they had just gone through that I will be soon going through. So it was really nice and it was helpful.
Thank you all for participating today. Back to the FRM10 News Desk.
Thanks, Devin. Good luck to all of the Frost 8th graders and their search for a high school to attend to in the fall of 2020.
Also this fall season, the Frost Middle School participated in the Lawrence Public Schools intramural leagues for many different sports. We now turn to Donnie the Duke McPhee and Jammin' Jeff Barrera for the FRM Sports Report.
Thanks, Rosie. We're going to kick off this report with the intramural soccer teams. The 7th and 8th grade girls soccer team had a stellar showing during the 2019 playoffs. Highlights included goals by 7th grader Anilda Tejada versus the Spark Academy, and had another goal by 8th grader Gio Garcia against the Partham. Coach Franco reports the MVP of the day was 7th grader goalkeeper Reina Castillo. Her efforts were highlighted by a shutdown performance that carried the team in a sudden death shootout in the championship game. Her performance was amazing, saving all but one of the shootout attempts. Although the girls just came up short in the championship against the Arlington, they handled defeat like true champions, displaying the class and dignity that made our school proud. Thank you, girls, for a wonderful season. Jammin' Jeff Barrera was live post-game with Coach Franco and Reina Castillo.
I'm now here with Coach Franco for the 7th and 8th grade soccer team. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Coach Franco, what were the overall thoughts of the soccer season?
So I feel that the 7th and 8th grade girls soccer team had a great season this year. At the beginning of the year, I knew that my team was a contender. We had won the championship last year, and when I first saw them play, I knew that we were going to have a special team. Another thing is these girls were student athletes, all top of their class, all real hardworking girls, and it showed on the soccer field and it shows in the classroom.
Okay, thank you. Can you speak about the progress of your team throughout the season?
Absolutely. So at the beginning of the year, we had a kind of a slow start. So we had to have a long talk at practice about the expectations going into the playoffs, and they absolutely showed up and they played their hardest in the playoffs, and we made it all the way to the championship. It was an absolute electric atmosphere. You could feel it. There were fans there, and we had a lights-out performance from our goalie, Reina Castillo, and we had a great showing from all the girls on the team. At the end, we did come up short. Reina took it to a nine-round shootout, but unfortunately, we just couldn't get a goal on our end. The Arlington goalie was just very, very good, and it was tough. It's tough. It was tough. It was a tough loss for the team. So I think overall it was a very successful season. We were the only team to make it to a championship, and I appreciated all of their participation and how hard they worked.
Thank you, and congratulations on a close season.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm here with star goalkeeper Reina Castillo. Thank you for being here today.
No problem. I'm happy to be here with you.
Now, I have a question. What was the most exciting part of the season?
So in the championship game, I blocked 11 shots on the net.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, I have another question for you, and it is, tell us about the huge win your team had against the FRM in the semifinals.
So everyone pulled together and fought hard. And we got the team win. I was so happy.
Congratulations on having an amazing season this year. Now, back to Donnie at the desk.
Thank you, Jeff. Great work. In fact, why don't you give us the rest of the soccer report?
Thanks, Duke. The Frost 7th and 8th grade boys soccer team played a couple of hard-fought games in the 2019 playoffs, making it to the second round. Although they did not take home the championships, they played like true sportsmen. They are champions in the eyes of their teammates, their fellow classmates, and their coach, Mrs. Royce. The Frost 5th and 6th grade co-ed soccer team had a record of 1 win and 2 losses in the 2019 playoff games. Coach Bradshaw reports that the team had a very successful season, finishing the regular season with a 500 record. The team finally really came together as the season progressed. They played their positions well and improved their skills and knowledge of the game. And now the flag football report. The 7th and 8th grade football team had an outstanding season led by Junior Alcantara and Gilberto Vargas. Luis Almanzar and Isaac Diaz displayed great understanding of our zone defense, while Ozarian Ventura and Angel Aguilar made a lethal quarterback to wide receiver connection. Despite a season-ending injury for Davier Gomez, the team was able to bounce back behind Jason Gutierrez and Andrew Monroy, and had a great showing in the playoffs. Unfortunately, they lost to the Parkville Middle School in the first round, but the Falcons put up a great fight the entire game. The 5th and 6th grade football team had an amazing season. They helped each other and cheered their teammates on along in every game. The entire group played very well on championship weekend, showing great sportsmanship and effort. Aiden Santiago and Casimir de la Fuentes were standouts as the team finished 2-1, just missing out on the championship game. Now we'll go back to Donnie the Duke McPhee with the cross-country results.
Thanks, Jeff. The boys and girls cross-country team enjoyed a fantastic season as they had many top finishers during their championship races. This 5th and 6th grade girls' top 3 were Haley, Amelia, and Beyonce finishing 1st, 3rd, and 5th respectively. The 5th and 6th grade boys had Michael S. and Alan L. finishing in 4th and 5th respectively. The 7th and 8th grade girls had Aaliyah, Celine, and Margaret finishing in 1st, 3rd, and 11th respectively. The crew from the 7th and 8th grade boys team finished 6th, 7th, and 9th respectively. And the tennis team had a smashing season.
And that's the FRM Sports Report. Back to you, Rosie.
Thanks, guys. That was exciting.
It's great to hear that the FRM sports teams had excellent fall seasons. On November 15th, students assembled in the gym to celebrate the success of the fall sports teams with a pep rally.
This is Carter Alvarez from FRM10 with breaking news. I am outside of Assistant Principal Cassidy's office, where he is currently reviewing the most recent A-Net scores. Let's go have a look. Hello, Mr. Cassidy. How are those scores looking?
Yeah, the scores. Hi. Oh, hi. No, I wasn't reading about Pokemon Sword and Shield. No, the scores are looking great. I see a lot of evidence of hard work over the course of A1. Students are making great progress, and I think we're in a great position for A2, which is coming up sooner than you think.
Yes. Thank you.
Sure.
Now back to you.
Now back to Rosie for the FRM community calendar.
Thanks, Jaylin. Speaking of FRM sports, the winter intramural season is getting underway shortly. Winter sports include basketball, wrestling, and the cheer team. The first few events include a clinic on November 23rd and games on December 14th and 21st. Other recent FRM events include the dine-in night over at Texas Roadhouse on November 7th that was well attended by both Frost families and staff.
This is Eva Carias from FRM10 with breaking news. I am currently outside of Principal Patterson's office, where he is reviewing information about the new standard-based grading. Let's have a look. Excuse me, Mr. Patterson? How's it going with the standard-based grading?
Gotta catch them all. I gotta catch them all. Oh, excuse me, Ava. Standards-based grading. We've been rolling it out this year to our staff and our parents and our students. We're really excited about the new grading system, and we look forward to using the new report card. Okay. Now, if you excuse me, I want to get back to finding my Pokemon.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
Oh, that's what he has.
Now back to Rosie for the FRM community calendar.
Thanks, Jaylin. Wednesday, November 28th is the half day before Thanksgiving, and the Frost Middle School will host an open house for parents and family members to come visit grade-level classrooms. We are expecting a wonderful turnout. Thanksgiving is late this year, so the break is from Thursday, November 29th, December 1st. School resumes on Monday, December 2nd. And finally, on December 19th, the 5th and 6th grades will attend the ice safety presentation in the gym with everyone's favorite guy, Jed Kohler. December 20th is the annual student-teacher basketball game. The teachers are undefeated over the history of the game. Maybe this is the year the students will finally win. We will all be winning at the end of the day on the 20th when the holiday break begins. This year, the break will be 2 whole weeks as school will not resume until January 6th. That is so awesome and a great way to end the community calendar report.
Thanks, Rosie. Lots of happenings going on here at the Frost Middle School, but that is all the time we have for this edition of FRM10. I'm your co-host, Jalen Collado.
And I'm your co-host, Rosie Velasquez. Thanks for joining us for this edition of FRM10.
모든 게 궁금해질 때 tell me oh yeah 뭐가 널 행복하게 하는지 text me oh yeah Your every picture 내 머리만 듣고 싶어 Come be my teacher 네 모든 걸 다 가르쳐줘
That's all, folks.